All right, welcome to Pacific Push, Taste Radio, Dash Radio. You know the drill, hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets. Today in the beach house, we have Buffalo's own middle class hero. You know what it is, Black Soprano family, Rick Hyde. What's up?
Yes, sir. What's up, my guy? How y'all doing, man?
Come on, man. Almost as good as you, player.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I ain't get left off bad and bougie.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm glad you coming with the right energy. So let's get into it, man. You fresh off of Hide the Body Bag. You know what I'm saying? That project's out right now.
Yeah.
You had a show stealing appearance on Benny's last tape, and that's hard for somebody to get Benny. Like you, in my opinion, you got the verse off on 73.
Oh man, word. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
You got the verse off because you know my show is in Hawaii, so he was like, it all started with the H like Honolulu. I said, yeah, that's my guy for that.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. And on top of that, you about to release plates too.
Yes, man. It's my national debut, my global debut. Plates 2 is gonna be bigger than I ever could imagine. I'm almost happy I waited this long to put it out, man. We sat on it for a minute, but we had to. You gotta stew the chicken, man, before you put it out, man. Over that rice, make sure you got that good plate, man. So we gonna drop a hip hop classic. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a moment in hip hop. I can't wait to capture it.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of GXFR, BSF. You know what I'm saying? The whole squadron. It's been a long time. Like, I know y'all running around Brooklyn too, but you know, a couple years ago, I used to see Conway and Westside up in Classic Material, Carlos and them early on, and I was like, come on, you know, it's real. So I was like, nah, they serious, and the station knows how I feel about Griselda and the whole team. So I was like, nah, get Rick in the ring with me. He gonna enjoy this.
Word, man. I appreciate that, man.
All right, so you know, what I loved about Plates 1 to set it off was the intro. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite intros of the past couple years, and it's like you took your time, like a real lyricist, traditional intro. So how important was that for you to set the tone off Plates 1?
Man, it was major important because it was like my coming out party. This was gonna be the first time anybody in that lane, fan-wise, would ever hear me. So I had to make sure I came out correctly and let them understand that Rick Hyde is really that pen is there and it's sharp.
No, definitely. I got hip to you when it was the Gangsta Grills, you know, the Black Soprano family Gangsta Grills. And, you know, y'all released It's Over as a single, but when I first heard it, that was a standout track. And I knew it was serious because it was him first, then you, then Benny. And me, a lot of times, I'm skipping to the Benny verse. Straight like that. Like, I got to get to the Benny verse. But that song was so tough, and y'all handled that. I was like, nah, like the team is strong. I said, they're not playing at all, and y'all just been very consistent with it. So, you know, with that relationship, how did you and Benny hook up? How did y'all link?
I knew Benny like almost half my life. Like, I met him back in Buffalo in Shay's studio. Rest in peace to DJ Shay, too. I'm sorry to fall off the topic. Today is the 1-year anniversary of Shay's death. So rest in peace to the big homie, the GOAT, DJ Shay. But Shay put us all in a room early, man, like 07, 08. We all been in the room with each other ever since. So, you know what I mean? Like whenever, and the original version of It's Over actually was just supposed to be me and him track. It was supposed to be like our coming out party to the world. So on the original version, it's actually him goes first, I do a second verse, then me and him actually got a back and forth verse for the third verse nobody ever heard. When we were doing the video, the director actually mentioned to Benny, he asked Benny, he's like, why you not on the record? And, you know, bro kind of, he's like, no. He's like, you should get on this record. Like, so they kind of like A&R'd it that way. And it's just been a hip hop classic ever since.
Nah, man. Like, honestly, he set it off. You went in and you know, Benny closed it out, man. You only good for a season like Jeremy Lin. He got crazy on that. So that's one of my favorites. And y'all kept it very consistent. You know what I mean? Even with the Trust the Sopranos tape, it's a lot of lyricists. And you stand out. You definitely stand out because you produce. You know what I mean? You produce. Yeah. So let's talk about your production style. How long have you been producing? And how do you find that inspiration to produce and make the music?
I've probably been producing since like 09, 2010. It's kind of when I took it seriously. I get inspired from all over the place, man, because like I'm a what do I want to call it? I'm an advocate for great music. You know what I'm saying? Great music is great music, no matter what genre it is, no matter, I mean, it do matter what you're saying, but great music invokes an emotion. And when I'm producing, I try to listen for stuff that like makes me, I gravitate towards immediately. You feel me? Like you want to hear it and you want to have that sonic connection. That's how I look at producing.
Yeah, you got a great ear, and I didn't even know that you were producing so heavily on a lot of the tapes. And then when I dug in the plates and then I started seeing, I'm like, nah, Rick is producing. That's what made me think of, DJ Shay. Again, rest in peace. I was aware today, and I know there was significance with you dropping plates too tomorrow as well. So, like I've listened to interviews. I've heard Benny talk about it, heard Conway talk about the relationship. But let's get into your relationship with DJ Shay and how important was he in your career early on?
It was like my pops almost, man. Like Shay had my best interest at heart. Shay made sure I was winning. You feel what I'm saying? Shay put me first before himself sometimes. And that's why I will forever be indebted to Shay. You know what I'm saying? So like our relationship and our chemistry was totally separate from his with Benny and Conway's because I kind of got found by him like through like a needle in a haystack almost. Like I met Shay through my god brother Mars, who's on the Hyde the Body Bag tape with us. He brought me to Shay studio first. He was working on a mixtape in like 2020, like 2008 or something like that. And he actually just brought me to the studio to record a verse on it and feature on it. So they didn't know who I was or nothing. They just heard me rap that one time, and I just never left. I never left their site since. So like, and once I sat back and I looked at that, and I respected Shay ear for music, for him to even pull me in like how he heard me, for him to pull me in like that. It's kind of like how I assess music and how I took it. So I was like, man, we connected. It was just, the connection was just there, man. That was Batman and Robin right there.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna hold it down and carry the torch for them. And you see that with BSF. Would you consider yourself like a rapper and in-house producer? Do you cover a lot of production for him and other people in the camp?
Most definitely. They come to me all the time, bro, I need a beat, or whatever. But I always extend my hand to the homies. Like we dropping the BSF compilation later this year. I'll probably produce like 80% of it. So that shit is gonna be fire. I cannot wait to put that out. That joint is ridiculously fire. But yeah, man, I always been like an in-house producer. Like my first time ever getting a placement was with Benny when we did the French Montana record. He did a record like in early 2000s, bro, with French Montana and Chinks Drugs called About Money. I made that beat. That was probably like late 08, early 09. And then we did Cocaine Cowboys with him and Spesh for the first time in like 2011 or something like that, 2012, if I'm not mistaken. I did like 4 beats on there, and then like after that, it was just like off and running. So I've always been the LeBron James, man, for the guys, man, the go-to.
Nah, I heard Benny talk about that too, because when he did the tape with Harry Fraud, he was saying like, yo, this is the second time we did something with French and Chinks. You know what I'm saying? So and that seems to fall right in with everything, because it's all family, right? BSF, GXFR, you got Darren over there doing what he does, and Conway's got his producers, but it's good to see you carrying both. And I really appreciate you and him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him too.
Yes, sir.
Nah, y'all be talking. And outside of that, another reason I want to see you win, we have a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? And we both lost our mothers due to colon cancer. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, when you're having to deal with the loss of a parent, like especially when you lose your mother, it's incomparable. But when you're watching somebody lose it and then they fading away and whatnot, like it's different. So after that, was it still easy for you to do the music? Did you have to get inspired, or were you hungrier?
I started starving after that, man. Fuck hungry, man. Excuse my language.
No, you good. Raw, cursing.
Okay, man, fuck hungry. I was starving after that, man. It's like the only thing I could do was work to keep my mind off of things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you everybody experience death. I mean, you know, a friend of yours or they a friend of theirs, but it don't really hit you till it hits you like home. And I never really took that into consideration until I lost my mom, because that's a fact. Like, you don't really understand until it really happened to you. And when she was gone, I said it on the Alone record with G Herbo and Benny. I said, I guess God needed an angel and I needed an angle. You know what I'm saying? So when she died, I had so much more to talk about. And it was like fluid. I wasn't like thinking about what I was. It was like I would hear beats and it was just happening. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, my mom. She is a major part of what I got going on right now. And I'm going to forever, ever keep her name alive. If I got to mention her every verse I ever spit for the rest of my career, I'm always going to mention her just to make sure she stay alive.
No, that's my favorite song by you, Mama Love. You know what I mean? That touched me. And I was like, fuck it, you know, because I know what it is. And I lost my mom's the same way. So that record is really important. And, you know, she's smiling. And same thing, word, rest in peace and fuck cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Big time, man.
Period. So outside of that, you've been down with BSF early on. Now things have changed over the couple of years. You know, the price, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Somebody just left that comment on one of my Instagrams today.
Yeah, yesterday's price ain't today's price. So nowadays, how are these sessions looking, man? How the sessions looking when y'all linking up, and get the fans a story about one of the crazy sessions. Niggas running around with Hove, everything. Every time you turn around, top tier lyricists is showing appreciation for what y'all doing.
Man, I mean, the sessions is crazy, bro. You come to a BSF session, excuse me, it's like, man, it's like a battlefield, man. Everybody got on. That's just like a fucking. Remember Nickelodeon Legends of the Hidden Temple? They got like 4 different teams, 4 different colors, motherfuckers knocking each other off the shit. Like, it's like that, but it's like that, you know what I'm saying? But we all stay on each other's toes, and that's how we all stay sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we was recording this Over record, that shit was a battle. First of all, Benny sent us the beat. We got the beat from Don Cannon. Me and him, we in Atlanta. We was driving on the 285 stuck in traffic. We writing our verses on the way to the studio and stuck in highway traffic. So, and I'm seeing him. I'm like, no, he writing some shit. I'm like, hold up, let me put this together. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, Benny, and so like I said, we already had our parts down. So Benny heard the record a few times before he got on it. So he already was, man, I'm about to go in here and kill y'all. I'm like, fuck, I can't change my verse. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always like that, man. But I wouldn't expect nothing less. And I appreciate bro for that, because that kind of shit fuels and brings the fire out of us. Now it's just some friendly competition shit. That's all.
Now y'all got to, man. Y'all putting on, and as a matter of factly, now, because you know there are other players in that scene with that sound. Like, everyone gives love to Rock Marcy and everyone that moved it. Even Special, like 38, the Trust, they get crazy, and everyone is coming out. But it's like Griselda really set it off. And then, you know, when Benny branched out, now the lyricists are coming out. So even with the Trust tape, you got Ransom that's invigorated. Everybody's going. So is it refreshing for you knowing that since you've been in the game, and I'm not saying you never had to, but do you feel any pressure to make music that's quote unquote popular, or are you comfortable like, yo, we got a lane, I'm comfortable, I'm making street shit, and it's working?
No, I mean, I don't feel no pressure. This is popular. Look, I'm talking to you because of how I'm rapping. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be talking to you no other way. You know what I'm saying? Like lyricism is back, man. We make these niggas rap again, man. And I'm happy, man. I hope everybody, if you in the motherfucking lyrical exercising, you need to go start right now, man, because it's real over here, man. If you ever want to come over here, ain't no tiptoeing, ain't no half stepping over here, man. You got to bring that pen, because it's happening over here.
Nah, straight the fuck up. And like, that's the way it is. I appreciate what everyone does, especially with this platform. It's about music. Anyone that's contributing to the culture and they're putting something that people could dance to, whatever they do, that's cool. Like me, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bed-Stuy. So like, I grew up loving the Locks those were like our cousins. And we hear the hard niggas coming. So when I heard Grizel, I said, nah, like they different. Like, you know what I'm saying? They drop so much work. Conway's off a crazy run right now. And, you know, it just never stops. So it's great to see the bars are being at the forefront. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to Plates 2, man. Let's get back to Plates 2. So what can we expect from the project, man? Production, features. We already know Alone out with G Herbo. Y'all got Herbo rapping too. Yeah. Not that he doesn't. He rapping.
Nah, he rap on that, man. Nah, because you know what you got to do when you step in. I mean, when you come to this kind of event, you got to have, it's shit like one of those clubs where you got to have on that certain kind of shirt or certain kind of pants in order to get in. Like, that's how it is when you come over here. But, man, Plates 2 is going to be classic. I guarantee it, man. We worked our asses off. Benny helped me. He executive produced it. Shay was helping me with the process before he passed. Like I went out and I reached out to my rap friends this go around. You know, Plates 1 is kind of solely just me. I just wanted to show the world that I can rap. You know what I'm saying? And now on Plates 2, I'm capturing the moment with the homies type. You know what I'm saying? So I got production from Harry Fraud, Alchemist, Derringer, my boy Bohemia Lynch. He do a lot of shit on West Shits. I know the fans is familiar with him. I got Shot Money XL produced some shit on there, crazy. I got features from Sky Zoo, Graf, Benny, West, Conway, Corey Guns on there, Mayhem Loren on there. My boy Killer Calione on there. Like, so I reached out to the rappers, like, now I'm saying, let's do this. Let's get it popping. Let's make history. And what we're going to do is we're going to capture this moment in hip hop. Because right now it's a lot of focus on bro and the bros. And then I just wanted to let everybody know that, like, no. Buffalo got this shit for the next 10 years. Like, not just them three, but Buffalo. Me too. I'm about to get mines. And then eventually I'm going to catapult myself to a point where I can put somebody on where they can get theirs. And I'm saying, like, nah, Buffalo got this shit locked down.
Nah, fuck it. Like, you're holding it the right way. It's still New York. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I fuck with the Buffalo niggas. Like, they going in. Like, period. You know, we serious about the bars in Brooklyn anyway. You know what that's about. Like, I just heard the West Side and Fab. I said, about time. You know what I mean? About time. We need some more of that.
You got to hear the Benny and Fab record. That's on this.
I saw some. Send me that, man. Tell that nigga Benny send that over, man.
That joint fire over young Hitmaker. That's what he called it. Not Young Berg, but Hitmaker made all that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I know, man. So, but again, like you heard me say it, man. I'm a big fan of Benny. I'm a big fan of everybody. But 73, I said, oh, y'all let Rick get y'all this one. He talking crazy.
Nah, for real. I appreciate that, right. King.
Nah, for real. But before we get out of here, I do want to ask you. I asked my rapper friends that pop up to the beach house. They 3 Fs, right? So if you pulling up to Buffalo, things are open now. Where do you go for the food? Where do you go for fashion? And where you go for the females?
Okay, for food, I'm gonna give you 3 spots just in case, because Buffalo got the finest food. Like, and it's not even no gimmick, no joke. We was on dinners, dine-ins, and drives. We had chefs on, Bobby Flay. Like, Buffalo is synonymous with the food. So I'm gonna go. You got to go to Lenova's, of course. They got pizza, good pizza, wings, Italian type cuisine. You got to go to Dr. Bird's. That's the Jamaican spot. Fire. Yeah. And then if you want like some soul food type chicken, greens, you got to go to this spot called Miss Goodies in the Hood. That joint is bananas. Like, I would have said Gigi's, but Gigi ain't put her joint back up. They burnt down a couple years ago. So but Miss Goodies, whoo, definitely a good replacement. Fashion, you always got to go to the mall. The Gallery at Mall is always your go-to. But we got a store called Legacy in the town. It's pretty dope. They be having exclusives all up in there. For the females in Buffalo, nah, I'm just playing. You can go anywhere though. You can go anywhere for those in Buffalo. They just all outside. But more than
East side or West side? East side or West side?
Okay, it's kind of segregated almost in this. So the African American women and the Nubian queens are gonna be predominantly on the east side, and then the Boricuas and the butter pecans, they gonna be on the west. So whatever your preference is, that's where you go.
Nah, those are great answers. As a matter of fact, you hit the GGs and Dr. Birds. I said that this nigga Westside dropped a song for everything. The GGs and Dr. Birds is trash.
Every title on What Was She Gonna Do has something to do with Buffalo. I was like, okay, Wes, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, man, nah. But listen, man, I wish you much success. We're going to continue to support you, man. Rappers are rapping. I was like, yeah, y'all got me in here with a rapper. I'm happy.
Thank you.
I fuck with the music. Y'all niggas turning up in Brooklyn tonight. I know that. I wish I was there.
I'm about to rappers go crazy tonight.
No, bunch of rappers first going flying around and shit.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, man, but be safe. I know you're getting ready to hit the road. You're about to do the tour, so it's going to expand your fan base. And we here with you. You pull up to Hawaii, let me know, man. We outside.
Yeah, after I drop that album, man, I'm planning on taking a vacay. So that's one of my top choices right now. So I'm gonna definitely tap in with you.
Do that, man. Do that. We outside. Y'all gonna see me in Brooklyn. I was just in the city, but again, man, we here. We happy to see what's going on, and we just letting you know. Before you get out of here, though, let them know how to get in contact with you. All the socials you fucking around with, any of that.
Hey, yo, you can hit me on any social. Google me at Pretty Ricky Hyde. It's gonna pop up. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. I'm verified on everything, man. It's up, man. Blue check for that blue check. You heard? It's up,
verified in the streets, man. So y'all know what it is, man. It's G Money, Pacific Push, Rick Hyde, Buffalo, BSF, Fuck Cancer, Plates 2.
Plates 2, man, the biggest album. I'm gonna be the first rapper to debut the bigger than anybody. Soulja Boy verse, man. I'm the first rapper with the best debut album ever, man.
Come on, man. Keep that energy. We need that, Rick. We need that, man. So again, we appreciate you out here. Thank you for stopping by the Beach House. G Money, Pacific Push.